Hello, my name is Sarah, and I'm a professional organizer with Living Peace. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the best way to help you organize your recipes. This can be challenging for a lot of people, and I have some good tips to share with you. It's a recipe time of year. We're getting things out to make holiday recipes for our families, and so I want to give you a few ideas. The ways that I've traditionally organized my recipes are in 4 different ways. First, I use cookbooks. That's an obvious one. We all have cookbooks. We have bookmarks in our favorite recipes, and we've highlighted ones we really love to do. That's a really easy one. Recipes are manageable in cookbooks. The second way I manage my recipes is recipe websites. 2 of my favorites are epicurious.com and the New York Times. I think the quality of the recipes in those websites is really terrific, and I use them quite frequently in my family. The third way people manage recipes is through different online sites. You can upload your recipes to places like Epicurious, but also Evernote, Google Drive, Paprika, and Pepperplate. My top area for organizing my recipes online is Google Drive because it's a system I use already. I don't have to learn a new tool or a new password. Google Drive is a very effective way to manage recipes that you might find here and there. But my absolutely favorite way to manage my recipes is through my binder, my recipe binder. And that's because recipes come in all shapes and sizes. Sometimes I get my mother-in-law's best pie crust recipe. Sometimes my sister emails me a recipe for Brussels sprout salad that I want to put in my binder. Sometimes I clip something out of a magazine. And there's lots of different ways and shapes that recipes come in, and you need a way to manage them. So today, I'm going to talk to you about what you need to put together your own recipe binder. Here's mine. We will go through it in just a minute, but it's a basic standard 2-inch binder with a bunch of tabs on the side. What you'll need for this exercise today is the 2-inch binder I just showed you, as well as some clear sheet protectors. These are purchased at Staples easily or online, and simply you slip your sheets into them and put your recipes together. The other thing you will need is your binder tabs. Any kind is usable. This is the one I recommend to think through your recipe collection. The other thing you'll be looking at is your recipe itself. And the recipe itself is what we're going to talk about today, how we manage this. How do I put this binder together? Well, the first thing you do is you divide your binder into sections. And over here I have seafood, beef and pork, poultry, soup, appetizers, pasta and grains, desserts, and brunch foods. You choose what works for you. The next thing you want to do is sort through your stack of recipes and decide where they go in this binder. And you'll slip one recipe into each sheet like so. This is from Thanksgiving. My mother-in-law gave me her best pecan pie recipe, which was quite delicious. And I slip it in here. And I then have a nice way to store my recipe in my recipe book. A couple quick tips for you before I wrap up my time with you today is when you get new recipes, what I do is I collect the recipes in this front binder here. So you don't always have to be putting your recipes together every minute of the day. You can simply slip them in here and put them together when you have time. The other tip I have for you is to keep a stack in the back of empty recipe sheet protectors, because that way you can slip a recipe in any time. And the final tip I have for you is to jot down a note about what you thought of the recipe, because that will remind you about whether or not you want to keep it in this binder. And I highly recommend that because it helps me remember if it's a good recipe or not. So I hope that I've given you a call to action today to organize your recipes for the season and to find a way to really make using your favorite recipes and managing them so much easier. And this has been your Tuesday tip. Thanks.